How do you manifest in an environment that is not conducive to what it is that you would like to be experiencing? So for example, you have a messy house. How do you manifest a clean house when you live with messy people? How do you manifest when you're surrounded by negative people who don't believe in your dreams, who make you feel small, who are always telling you how reality is? How do you handle these scenarios? This is what we're going to talk about in this video because I need you to fully understand you are the one in control. You have the power. So if you're trying to manifest in a beautiful, clean, organized home, but you live with messy people, it feels like they're the ones that are blocking you from having what it is that you want. They're the ones that are blocking your manifestation. This is never true. Manifesting does not happen because someone else changes their actions. Manifesting happens when you change your own energy. That's the end game. That's all it takes. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what to do if your environment is influencing how you think or feel or act, which is hindering you from getting what it is that you want. This is life-changing. Watch to the end. My name is Jenna, and I'm here to help you get what it is that you truly want, to stop blocking yourself from letting it in. You don't need more willpower. You don't need more cleaning sprees. You don't need to beat the ground running. You can have what it is that you want with ease, with clarity and confidence. That's what every single one of my videos is all about. So make sure that you are listening to more than just a couple so that you really understand what the foundation is behind getting instant manifestations, because it is your birthright. So when it comes to having an environment that is conducive to getting what it is that you want, for example, we're going specific with this messy house idea. If you are wanting to manifest in this beautiful house, this clean environment, and you do what you can, you clean the counter, and then as soon as you do that, it feels like everyone else just comes and messes it up, like a raccoon has just raided your kitchen, and it can feel really annoying. You clean the hallway and all of a sudden the toys are back, the shoe is there, and it's just one of those things where you can't catch a break. Well, let's take a specific example that you have a partner who never puts their clothes in the hamper. Perhaps they put the clothes beside the hamper, or perhaps they just throw them anywhere, and it drives you crazy. I need you to first look at this example and then ask yourself, what about this event drives me crazy? What am I feeling? What's the story that I'm telling myself? So let's say, for example, you have a partner throws their clothes and you see it beside the hamper, and then the minute you see it, you just go, oh, it's so frustrating, it's so annoying. Okay, well, what's happening? What's the story behind this? You're not feeling respected. You're feeling like you're always picking up the slack, that no one supports you, that you feel powerless. Okay, so you get to know these different energy dips. What happens then is that you are letting the environment affect you. So your vibration is completely at the mercy of what's going on around you. And this can apply to so many different scenarios. But once you start to recognize, oh my gosh, this is influencing me. I thought I was in control. I thought I had this down. I thought I'd been positive all day. But the truth is, most of my day I'm reacting to. You don't fully know this until you start experiencing it and being present with yourself moment to moment. So make sure you take time for that and understand, I'm getting worked up about traffic right now. I'm getting worked up about the weather. I'm getting worked up about having to walk up a couple stairs. I'm getting worked up about all of these things. Why? Why am I doing this? Not how do I stop? Why am I doing this? You're doing this because you have a default program that's preconditioned to see how things aren't working out, how things are harder, what's wrong with the world. That's what our default is naturally programmed because it's a survival mechanism. Our brain is doing what it's supposed to, so we're not getting mad at it, but we're just now recognizing, how does it work? How is my specific mind programmed? Not anybody else's, yours specifically. So you see those clothes on the ground, or you see your child's toys out in the hallway, even though you just vacuumed, and it's really annoying you. You have to understand what is that story behind you and recognize that, okay, but you're not powerful then in that situation. You're using everything around you to take away your power. You're now stepping into this idea oh, I'm not happy now because this is what's happening. No, you have the power. So how do we take our power back? We go to this scenario of understanding, okay, it's the meaning that I'm putting towards this that's making me upset right now. It's not the actual toy or the clothes, it's my meaning. So if you can step back broad enough to see, I have a husband that I love and I get to share this life with them. And if his clothes weren't there, it would be because he's not in my life anymore. And although I know some moments that that feels maybe a little bit relieving, on the whole, you don't want that. You would miss him. And there's a lot of people in the world that are craving to find a partnership like you have, or to be a parent. And I know your kids may leave their stuff around and it is annoying and overwhelming and you feel exhausted, but at the same time, you're a mom or a dad. You have someone to care for. You have someone you're raising. It's incredibly special. So now when you see the clothes beside the hamper instead of in it, you're now generating a new meaning. I don't love this, but I love this person who put it here. And he's doing the best that he can. And obviously he doesn't know how important this is to me, or there is some disconnect between him understanding fully what the process is. And it's not about me. It's not that he's disrespecting me. This is about him, his energy level, where he's focused, what's important to him versus what's important to me. But the main point is you start giving some gratitude for this pile of clothes because it means that you have a partner that you love, that you get to be in a family, you're not lonely, that you get to contribute, that you get to love on people, that you get to make people feel like they were so special, because this world can be so harsh, but inside your home, they have you. And you have the power to love them in ways that they'll never experience anywhere else. That's so special. So we start reframing everything that we see. We see the child's toys in the hallway. We're getting annoyed. Instead, we look at that creativity. We have no idea where that brain went for that child when it was pushing that car down the lane. Maybe he was a race car driver for 5 seconds, but how cool is that? He got to be in that experience, have that imagination flowing, how creative that is. And you start looking at the mess as if it's a creative outlet. And then when you wash those counters and you get it all clean and then someone comes in and makes that sandwich, you want to react. We have to get hold of that reaction. And we now say something playful like, oh, I just cleaned the counter and the ghost came back. We have this ghost that just comes and leaves a mess everywhere. It's a destructive ghost and it becomes playful. What happens here is you're changing the energy in your home. You're not letting your home change your energy. When you start to do this, your vibration will affect the entire atmosphere around you. Now, why is it that it doesn't happen instantly? Because your environment takes more time to change. So you have to commit to this practice, which means you have to be persistent and you have to be consistent. You can't say, I was happy for 10 minutes. I did it once and it felt good. No, you have to commit yourself. It's a practice of shifting into the state of annoyance, to the state of gratitude, into the state of pure frustration and disappointment and disrespect, to appreciation and love and compassion. And when you start to practice this, everything in your environment will shift. The only reason it takes time is because you don't stay consistent and persist in this energy. Your energy is that powerful. It affects the entire room. Give this 3 days. 30 days would be ideal. And watch how your energetic vibration changing affects the entire household. We're shifting, we're creating a new reframe to the experience that we're having. It's really easy to react, but reacting does not create reality. You're not here to face reality. You're not here to look at the facts. You're not here to face it. You're here to create it. And that's what we have to do by stepping into this power, into this moment, and reframing the story that we're telling ourselves. If you can do this and react less and respond and inspire more, everything will happen, everything will unfold without you having to do anything different. You won't have to go on these these cleaning sprees. You will have support. They will come and meet you where you are. You would just have to stay consistent. You're that powerful. So when your mind goes, I hate this, also I love this because I have a family. It's only your mind that doesn't like it. You are fine with it. And I know that's a confusing concept, so we'll get into that at a different video, but I always like to say, mind, I know you're annoyed with this mess right now, but I can handle this mess because it's full of love, because it's creativity, because this represents that I have a family that I get to be with, that I get to love on, that I get to give them something that they're not going to get anywhere else but inside my home. When you can get there, you will have everything. If you have trouble with this, it's just because you have a really strong default program, and we need to work with that subconscious reprogramming, and that's what I do in my coaching. Also, getting into that end scene will really help you get over yourself, get over the current moment into where you're headed. So I also have that free resource for you as well, just to help you step into the wish fulfilled. If you can step into that energy, not react to what you're facing right now, not the reality that you have, but you start to create the reality with the energy that you're putting out, there's nothing you can't be, do, or have. So no one can affect your environment or your outcome. You are that powerful. Don't forget it. Your environment will start reflecting the energy that you consistently and persistently reflect out.